Hey guys, Alauddin here. In this quick video, I want to share with you my system of taking notes. You might know that I'm working on a product called Meribook, which is an online note-taking and marketing tool, all you know coming together as one platform where you don't have to go from writing content in document in Word doc and then putting that into your email autoresponder. So trying to get rid of all that complexity from one platform. So that's the goal of our platform. And here I want to show you the process that I have for learning online and how you can utilize it to systemize your processes. So with that said, uh, there was a video that I watched today from John Allen Turner, and he's a leadership coach. He talks about, well, one of the videos that I'm going to share with you now is the question that he asks his audience is, what do you want? Right? So uh, that will get a conversation going for sure. So that got me intrigued, and it's a 10-minute video. I urge you guys to watch it. And he talks about his exercise, talking to leaders and asking them what they want and how to eventually achieve that through his coaching and training. So with that said, I'm going to jump into a screen share and show you how I've taken the 10-minute exercise that he teaches in this video and I turn it into my personal documentation. And then in another video, I can go into how you can actually end up using it as a lead magnet or your promotional material, or even an exercise unit that you can share with people that you're working with. So it's, if you're doing one-on-one coaching and consulting, you can have one central place for that one individual person to start communicating with you. Okay, so let's jump in. All right. Okay, so here is the LinkedIn post that I was talking about by John Allen, and it's literally less than 10 minutes. If you go through that video and watch that video, I went through it and I just wrote down on a piece of paper the steps that he goes through in his exercise, and I have it broken down into 7 steps. So let me jump into my note-taking solution, which is Meribook, and then I'm just going to add a new book. So the way you organize things would be dependent on how you do things. In my case here's a person and his training that I want to put together in one organized way. So I'm just going to create a book called John Allen Turner, Leadership Coach. And you have other options, like you can add a banner, intro. We're not going to get into that. That's all I really need, and I'll create that book. So in this case, I'm going to add a new chapter, and I'm going to label it, what do you want? Right? And that's the main training that we're focusing on, and he has an exercise that he walks you through. So just create that chapter, what do you want? And then within that is the steps that he wants you to take. So the first step is write everything you can think of that you want. So in his exercise, that's his first question that he's asking. And then he provides some guidelines, do you want better relationships or do you want to get married? And then he also has a couple of rules. One is to have no filters and no judgments. Just write anything that you have on your mind. And in our example here, I just went ahead and created a list of 8, 9, and 10. So he actually wants you to write a lot more, because in the end, the goal is to have 10 items that are top priority for you. All right, so I'm actually going to update that, and I'll walk you through the rest of the steps that I already have created here. So let me jump back to the chapter level. So that is the main question, what do you want? And then here's the exercise. Write everything you can think of that you want. And then there are some guidelines for that. So next step is walk around, get some blood flowing, right? There's really nothing you need to do here besides actually getting off your chair and walking around and pumping yourself up a little bit. The next step is review the list from step 1. So coming back to these items here, what are the steps that he wants you to do in that review? Scratch out all the dumb stuff. Write anything else that you missed. So, you walked around, cleared your head a little bit more, and you're coming back and cleaning up your list. Now, after that step, his next step is prioritize all the items as A, B, and C. So C is stuff I kind of want, B is nice to have, A is what we're really interested in, which is stuff you will regret if you don't get it done. Now, once you have your A list, he wants you to write them out again in a separate list. So you have everything that you wanted here. Let's say you had 30 items or 20 items, and then from that, we're coming to a list of 10 things. Once you have those top 10 A items, do you see a theme in the list? So, are there 4 items that are, financial, or, 6 items that are relationship? You can look at that list and try to group them and see if there is a theme emerging. Once you have these 10 items and you've grouped it all together, then you have a much clearer picture of what it is that is driving you and what it is that you really want to achieve. And then based on that, do you need help to get it done? And then John offers his 90-day coaching program. So with that said, I'm going to go back to what do you want? And you'll see that now I have specific items that I can go through. And if I wanted to, I can expand all and just look at everything all in one spot. Right? So now this will give you idea on how you want to get the things that you want and organize it and systemize from the learning that you did. So, a majority of the time what I see happening is we have so much content these days that is available, but taking action on it is the hard part, and we just keep consuming and consuming and consuming, but we don't actually take the actions that those trainings require you to take, right? So this process that I just showed you helps me get a little bit more out of the content that I'm learning and actually implement it, maybe not to 100% extent, but it does help quite a bit. All right, hopefully you enjoyed it. In my next video, I'll show you from a business perspective how you can take this exercise. So if you have a coaching program and you have simple exercises that you want people to take, well, if you have it written down like this in a Word document, it's really hard to share it, or if you have it in PDF, get some feedback. What we have in this tool in Meribook is a way for you to collaborate and clone this book. I can literally go into this, and as a coach, I can clone this book and assign it to whoever your next coaching client is, and have them go in and fill it out, and that is only shared between you and him. So we'll cover that in the next video, and if you like this, comment below and let me know how you guys doing it. If you have an exercise that you would want me to review and show you how I would break it down in the system, let me know. I'll take a look at it and see what I could do. All right, talk to you guys soon. Bye.